Ladies and gentlemen, after the Virgo Cup CM Finals, we are here with Community Cup number 22. Now, hopefully, this week, from what I've heard through the grapevine, there weren't as many EPUs available. You know, that's just how the gacha is. We gonna get there one day, but at the very least, for right now, we gonna cook with what we got, and these ingredients are looking a little spicy. So, without further ado, we're gonna jump ahead, or excuse me, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the favorites. Oh, actually, I need to know where my camera is so I can see this. Coming in at the number 3 favorite, we've got Feast with the Air Groove. Coming in at, they're all Air Grooves. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Horion's Air Groove. And way down yonder, we've got Galga's Air Groove as the number 1 favorite. If y'all know anything, if y'all remember from the debut derby some weeks ago, the Air Groove was a monster in that debut derby. I've had nightmares ever since of that. I will say, big shout outs to Mayfu, who's our number 4 favorite, who will be running the Mihono Bourbon as a pace chaser. And that is going to be what we were looking for as far as the extra point UMA for this week's sprint. Now, we are going to be here at the Chukyo 1400 meter turf, where we have random everything, random weather, random conditions. So, at the very least, they did get lucky with this one, and they don't have to worry about stamming out. As far as some notable mentions, we do see the usual Sakura Bakushin O's. We do see the usual Kuranchan, but we do have one that towers above the rest, aka the Hishi Akebono. Now, will her stature and her grandiose size lead to an overwhelming victory, or will it hinder her and her abilities to get into first place? Now, since she is a sprint UMA, this is going to be her domain. However, I can't tell if she got a late start or we just have that many people in the front. Now, unfortunately, so it looks like this Air Groove, it looked like she kind of got forced backwards a little bit. I don't know if she's going to be late surging or not. But as far as our... she may be pace chasing maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But as far as this race is concerned, under 1,000 meters left to go, and it looks like the Sakura Bakushin O is kind of getting pushed out of 3rd place by the Kuranchan. Air Groove is currently pushing forward against the Sakura Bakushin O, and it looks like our pace chasers are doing everything but that. A lot of them seem to be moving forward, or excuse me, moving backwards, and that is not helping them get into good position for this race. As we go ahead and start into the final leg, we have a lot of people swinging wide. And you know what? As they swing wide, it looks like Air Groove is going to take the 1st place position. Nobody else is coming up behind her. Sakura Bakushin O on the inner rail is doing quite alright. She's fighting for 2nd against what now seems to be another Air Groove. And it looks like this just may be the Air Groove Nation, because we got 1-2 Air Groove. Kuranchan coming in on 3rd. I think, was that Sakura Bakushin O on 4 on the inner rail? I couldn't quite remember what it just... But unfortunately, so we didn't see the Mihono Bourbon kind of pop off there. That was unfortunate. And the Hishi Akebono didn't really tower above the rest. She kind of hid back into the crowd, which was a little unfortunate. I'm curious, what do we have? Huh. She doesn't... Does she gas? There's no way she gasses. I don't think this gasses. I don't think that gasses. It's very odd. Maybe it was just the RNG due to it. Here we do have Mayfu's pace chasing Gundam Bourbon. Unfortunately so, just not quite there to make it into that top 5. Very, very unfortunate. However, as far as our top 5 is concerned, we do have Chenny with Sakura Bakushin O sneaking in there. Okay. We do have Rizbone Sakura Bakushin O sneaking in there as well, grabbing a 4th place. We have Lyra's Kuranchan grabbing a top 3. Didn't even need the unique. Said we'll be alright without it. We've got Feast the Beast coming in at number 2. Look at that S-rank Uma. Shit, look at all that wit. Look at all that power. Look at all that. Yes, sir. Was this a late surger? Yeah, okay, so there was a late surger. Because there was one air groove that pushed up super hard and then just kind of like fell back a little bit. And then we do have Horion's air groove grabbing the first place. Look at that sprint S. I see you. I see Horion out here grabbing points left, right, and center. He said, I'm going to grab that first place for Season 3. GG's, we'll be back with the mile. Don't go anywhere. Returning with the mile race. But we are not returning with the good attitudes. Oh, man, look at these moods. These moods are killer. Holy cow. This is ridiculous. And you know, if I were racing in this race and if I weren't just a camera Uma and you told me that it was rigged, I would probably have to agree with you. However, we were looking for a Meisho Doto, and it looks like, unfortunately, we don't have any in this group. So we're going to go ahead and kick things off here today. With the number... Oh, I got to do this again. With the number 3 favorite, we've got Horion's Daiwa Scarlet. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got One Run Uma's Oguri Cap. And coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Feast's Wodka. Now, one thing, y'all can hear it. Y'all can hear it in the background. Here at the Sapporo 1500 meters, we've got the heavy rain here today. Rain being one of my favorite things in the game because it makes us pay a little bit more attention to stamina. Or it may catch you off guard and take your stamina out and run yourself through the mud. You're going to have to go swimming at this point because of all this heavy rain. Will our Umas be prepared and suited for said rain? Maybe hyping themselves up? Or will they just kind of have a little slip and slide party and whoever takes the first place is going to take the first place? Now, we do have here today a Halloween Super Creek. And what kind of confuses me is that this is going to be on a mile. So did you really turn around and take a G to an A at the very least? Because if you did, I got nothing but respect for that, especially for doing it so quickly and so early. Right now, we do have Satan Sky sitting in number 1. We got the Mummy Creek in 2. That was Scarlet trying to pace up into 3rd, and Oguri Cap in 4. Gold City falling behind her and is getting outran by a Wodka. We got a lot of Wodkas behind us, and then we do have an Oguri Cap and a Fantasy Passa here today. 800 meters left to go in this race. Mummy Creek is still holding in 2nd place, and we are looking to hopefully get somebody overtake this Satan Sky. Otherwise, she may blast off like a rocket. Going into the final leg, we still have those same areas, but a lot of these late surgers are starting to now turn around and see if they can hit this corner with a wide swing to see if they can push ahead. While the Satan Sky did have first place, the Mummy Creek is trying to push forward, but she just can't get there quick enough. Oguri Cap passes her. We got a Wodka on the outside. They're all trying to pass, and it looks like Satan Sky has actually been passed by the Oguri Cap. She just barely made it. She had something to just push her forward just a little bit more. Otherwise, it was looking like a Satan Sky win. And the win was actually by a full length. I have no idea how... Man, what skill did you... What skill did you have that actually pushed you ahead? That was disgusting. We're gonna have to take a look real quick. Mayfu with the Halloween Creek. Let me think about it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So you got G here, so you got 1, 4, 7, 10. So you hit 1 spark to go to B mile. Wow. Wow. That is insane. That is, dude. Whoo! That's crazy. Imagine a world where this was an A mile, and then maybe, I'd say you probably get potentially 4th place. Potentially 4th place, but we don't live in that world. We live in this one, in Mayfu's Halloween Super Creek. is grabbing 5th place. Now, when did you make this? You made this today! Wow. GG's. In 4th place, we've got Lyra's Wodka. Juicer. In 3rd place, we've got Feast Wodka. Man, all these mile S's, man. Y'all make that look easy. In 2nd place, we've got Galga's Seiyun Sky. I see you getting a lot of mileage off of that Seiyun Sky. GG's on that one. And in 1st place, we've got One Run Uma's Oguri Cap. GG's. Impressive wins here today. The Oguri Cap showing that she can do it when she puts her mind to it. Hopefully we can see that once again in the next race. But until then, we're going to give these Umas a break. And we'll let them come back for the next one. Returning with our next set of racers, we are going to have the medium. After that stunning performance by the Oguri Cap, will One Run Uma be able to pull it off once again? Or will somebody else pop off here today? Now, we are looking for the Eishin Flash as an end closer. So we've got Galga's Eishin Flash, but it is going to be a late surger. That's fine. We do have Meifu popping off with the end closing Eishin Flash. I do like to see that. And as far as our moods are concerned, we do have a lot of roller coaster moods. So I feel like that is going to be fair enough for me. Looking at our favorites for today, we do have the number 3 favorite is going to be right here, Galga's Eishin Flash. Number 2 favorite, way down yonder, is going to be One Run Uma's Gold Ship. They did take a win off on the last race. Maybe they will be able to do so once again. Or maybe our number 1 favorite, Feast Gundam Bourbon, might have something to say about that. Now, we are going to be here at the Satsuki Show, the 2,000 meter turf track. We are going to have Summer, Cloudy, and Firm, where we turn around and do the best that we can for these Umas. Now, as our racers go ahead and move forward, we are going to see what they have in store for us today. My eyes are going to be on the Eishin Flash and the Mummy Creek. Now, the Halloween Creek, her unique is a little bit odd because it is very specialized and tailored for these sprints. So we'll see what she'll be able to do here today. We are going to have one Eishin Flash that's going to be an end closer and another one that will be a late surger. This gold ship is moving forward acting like she's going to be a late surger, which makes me very, very confused. In our first place, fighting for who's going to be our pace setter, we do have the Gundam Bourbon and the Seiyun Sky. Seiyun Sky is going to take 2nd place, and Gundam Bourbon will take 1st. 1,400 meters left in this race. The Tokai Teo sitting in 3rd, TM Opera O in 4th, and what you don't want to see is a 5th place gold ship. And very oddly enough, she is not slowing down. We do have that Mystifying Mermaid coming off from the Bride Mayano Top Gun, hoping to try to do a little something here and there, but this gold ship is not slowing down. She's moved into 4th place. That can never be a good sign for the rest of our Umas here today. All of our late surgers are trying their best to get ahead, but it looks like gold ship is just sailing on by. As we're moving forward into the final leg, our front runners are still in the front. Seiyun Sky's rod has been denied, and Gundam Bourbon is not slowing down. As a matter of fact, she is moving forward into 1st place, and as the other Umas are trying to make their way forward, she still has an incredible lead on the others. Gold Ship and Eishin Flash are fighting for 2nd. They're trying to see if they can push into 1st place, but it looks like the Gundam is just too strong. She's going to take 1st place, and it is a photo finish between our 2nd place of Eishin Flash and Gold Ship. We're going to have to see who gets that one. And then as far as 4th place is concerned, I have no idea who that was. We can see here it was shown off by a nose that they barely made it through. Now, what do we have here? I was a late surger. Didn't you have to work for that? Or maybe not. Maybe you didn't have to work for that. Okay, interesting. Ooh, gonna highlight Meifu's Eishin Flash. Very unfortunate we weren't able to make that top 5. The EPUs this week are just a little too difficult. However, in that top 5, we do have Chenny's TM Opera O. Getting a little bit of screen time there in the theatrical portion of the Community Cup. In 4th place, we've got Rizbone's Tokai Teo. In 3rd place, we do have One Run Uma's Gold Ship claiming a podium. Hey, better than nothing. Come on now. We'll definitely take a 3rd. In 2nd place, we have Galga's Eishin Flash. Woo! Come on now. Come on now. And in 1st place, we've got Feast Gundam Bourbon, aka that Mihono Bourbon, popping off here today, the S Medium and the S Turf. What a crazy run on that one. Did you have it? Oh, no, wait. Does it? I wonder if it's Focus taking the lead, Frontrunner Savvy, into Groundwork. I wonder if that works. Huh. Well, if it does, it definitely helped the Gundam Bourbon grab a 1st place and keep that 1st place. GG's, we'll be back with our long track next. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the beloved long track. Now, we do have a Super Creek that is going to be a normal Creek. Y'all already know how I like and how I feel about the normal Creek, my goat. We are looking for a rice shower, whether that be a normal or a Halloween, and it does have to be a late surger. So we do have Feast that is going to be participating in that EPU. And we have Meifu, who is also participating in that as well. Both of these Umas, we are going to try to highlight them, see if they can pop off for the EPUs. But with all that being said, it looks like we are going to be here with the heavy rain in the winter. So not only is it going to be rainy, it's also going to be pretty cold. Coming in as our number 3 favorite, way down yonder, we've got One Run Uma's Summer Maruzensky. In the number 2 favorite, we've got Rizbone's Gold Ship. And in the number 1 favorite, we've got Feast Rice Shower. Once again, that is going to be a late surging rice shower, so we are going to have to look out for that one. As far as this race is concerned, I do think we have a golden opportunity to pop off here today at the Nakayama 2,500 meter turf track. This will be a short, long. So we're going to let these Umas cook. They don't have to worry too much about their stamina. But they are still going to have some, at least in the reserves, to make it through to the end. Go ahead and get our Umas situated, get them ready, go ahead and get them started for this race here today. Now, Summer Maruzensky may have a little bit of a buff since she probably came from Bubbly Land and is ready to run in this rain here today. It looks like she may potentially be our only front runner, so that is going to be quite a bit scary to see if she's going to be able to push forward enough to get a lot of space from these end closers. We're about to head into the mid leg. She's going to be in our 1st place position. Our 2nd place, we're going to be fighting between the Rice Shower Megito McQueen. I almost messed that one up. And the Super Creek. We've got Meifu's Every Rose Has Its Fangs already popping off here. And as we look towards the back, we got a Tachyon and another Halloween Creek, and I can't see past it anymore because we're already blocked off there. Summer Maruzensky doing her best to try to keep pushing forward, but without that extra competition, she is just kind of getting slowed down a little bit because she thinks she has it in the bag, but she actually needs to run a lot faster. So our pace for this race, it's not going to be too quick. However, we do have a gold ship who is already pushing a little bit on the outside, as well as the inner gold ship as well. They have already overtaken quite a bit of our late surgers here, and that is never going to be a good thing. Agnes Tachyon, Halloween Rice Shower, as well as Mayano Top Gun, Narita Taishin, and the other Rice Shower are still sitting in the back. They're just kind of chilling. Oh my goodness, we're about to enter into the final leg, and Gold Ship is sitting in 4th place, looking to overtake into that 2nd and 3rd place position. As the Summer Maruzensky is about to get overran by the Gold Ship, nobody is safe. The angling and scheming, I do believe, has popped, but the problem is that Summer Maruzensky is already snoozing. Gold Ship is moving forward, and it looks like nobody can catch her as of right now, as we've already started into the final straight. Narita Taishin is trying her best to catch up. However, Gold Ship is in her element. She said, I am one with the rain, and I am one with the water. I'm gonna cruise on in and grab this 1st place. We've got Narita Taishin taking 2nd, a Rice Shower, I believe, taking 3rd, and then I have no idea from 4, 5, and beyond. However, it looks like every race that we've had so far has just been pretty, what's the word? I don't want to say dominating, because these haven't been dominating, but you can definitely tell when the winner and the favorite is pushing forward. They are going to cook. Let's see, do we have, we're looking for the late surgers. No way, no shot. Oh, snap. Straightforward. These have been very straightforward matches. Thank you, that is a great word that I was looking for. In 5th place, we've got One Run Uma's Summer Maruzensky. That Bubbly Land buff is going to help turn around and get a dub. In 4th place, getting that EPU points up on the board, we've got Meifu's Halloween Rice Shower. In 3rd place, also getting some EPU points on the board, we've got Feast Normal Rice Shower. Both of the Rice Showers getting a little bit of representation. Gotta love to see it. We got an S on the late. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. In 2nd place, we've got Galga's Narita Taishin. Getting a lot of mileage off of the new Umas I see popping off. And in 1st place, we've got Rizbone's Gold Ship popping off here today. GG's got that S long. You already know that's gonna cook. GG's. We'll be back with our next one. Don't y'all go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our final race of group number A. And as things would have it, we are here at the JBC Sprint 1200 meter with the rain, soft and springtime. So we getting a little bit of that pollen out the air. What we're also getting out of the air is all of our moods. All of our bad, well, I mean, we got a couple people, but for the majority, the other Umas are getting them bad moods out of the air. Hopefully, they're going to be able to perform here today. We are looking for a Maruzensky to run here today, whether it's the normal or the summer. So we are going to be taking a look at Meifu, Feast, Lyra, and that is going to be it for our EPUs of today. Now, I will say that filter looks so weird, and I'm curious if it's because it's spring with the rain. And we're also on a dirt track, so they're actually running through mud. I wonder if that like uses a little bit more stamina than usual, since it would technically kind of be mud, but you know, who knows. I need this. Coming in at the number 3 favorite. Here we go, yeah, right here. We've got Chenny's Haru Urara. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Galga's Haru Urara. And coming in at the number 1 favorite here, we've got Feast, Summer Maruzensky. Now, Lyra, Feast, and Meifu are all using that Summer Maruzensky. She's not typically a dirt Uma, but she is going to be here, and she will have the potential, the ability, to pop off. At the JBC Sprint, we are going to see what these Umas are available, what they can do here today at the Oi Dirt 1200 meter dirt race track. Where is my... I need this one. There we go. As we go ahead and get our Umas prepped and ready, don't blink because this will be a fast one. And with all these Haru Uraras, how can you miss them? They're like cotton candy running through a dirt track. Maybe they gonna pop off. Maybe they just gonna run as a group and have fun. But that's neither here nor there because, oh man, this ring looks so good too. We do have the concentration popping off on the Haru Urara as these bubbly land Summer Maruzenskys are going to be popping off, moving towards the front. We do have one that is above and ahead of the rest of the other two, which is going to be great for them. Taiki Shuttle sitting in 4th place. That is prime time positioning for her unique. She doesn't have to fight anybody else for that 4th place spot, so that is going to be very good for her. We do have the 5 Haru Uraras following in suit behind the Taiki Shuttle. 600 meters left to go in this race. We do have Agnes Digital, who is leaning towards the back, needing to start moving forward if she's going to claim any stakes in this race. The 3 Summer Maruzenskys are still pushing ahead. We don't have anybody else here that is moving forward. The Haru Uraras are making their way, and they're making themselves known. They are trying to push, but it looks like the Summer Maruzensky is going to get overtaken. The Haru Urara actually takes the win. What do you mean? The Bubbly Land buff wasn't enough? What? Wow. Haru Urara. Hey. Maybe I just sleep on the Haru too much. Maybe I have too little faith in her. But she came out here showing me what is up. We are going to give a big shot. Ooh! S in dirt and in sprint is crazy work. Wow. Oh, that hurts so much. That's super tough. Let's see, coming in coming in 5th place, we do have Meisho's Summer Maruzensky. Okay. In 4th, we've got Rizbone's Taiki Shuttle. In some dubs here. In 3rd, we have Galga's Haru Urara. Wow. In 2nd, we've got Feast Summer Maruzensky. Getting a dub here. Ooh, by a neck. Chenny's Haru Urara. I'm in 1st place. Showing us that you just gotta have fun, smile, laugh about it, and then maybe you can grab a dub like Chenny's Haru Urara. GG's group number A will tally everything up, get you into the finals group, and then get you started after group number B. Don't go anywhere. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with group number B. And it seems like we are in a winter wonderland with this first race. Now, we are going to be looking for a Gundam Bourbon Pace, and unfortunately, we do not have that, and that is quite alright. We are going to go ahead and jump right into the action and see who our top 3 favorites are going to be for this race. Our number 3 favorite, way down yonder, is going to be Roy D's Curran-chan. Our number 2 favorite is going to be right here, Draguin's Sakura Bakushin O. And our number 1 favorite, way down yonder, is going to be Depika's Sakura Bakushin O. Now, one thing that I do want to make note of is that last week, I do believe it was Depika who came in and scored 25 points, our 2nd most highest points from last week. Will he be able to do it again? Will he be able to show up and show out? Or will somebody else claim that throne here today at the Chukyo 1400 meter turf? It is going to be a little chilly here today. We're going to see what is going to happen. Or, you know, hey, let's just be honest. It's a sprint. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Sprints are just so RNG coded. We do not see any, well, not as many air grooves as we saw in the first race, but maybe It is time for the Sakura Bakshin O to do her thing. Oh, we do have, hey, we got the one. We got the one. We got the one air group. That's who I'm putting my money on. Out the gate, it doesn't look like anybody has any late start. Silent Suzuka is going to go ahead and take that first place position, and she is going to set the pace for this race. Our Sakura Bakshin O's, we have 3 of them that look like they are either going to be front runners who are falling behind, or they are pace chasers who are ahead of the other Sakura Bakshin O's and those Current Chans and Air Groove. However, as of right now, we do have 2 King Halos in the very back alongside a Haru Urara. I don't know if she's actually a runner or if she is just here for fun. But Silent Suzuka, with 800 meters left in this race, is still going to hold first place. Sakura Bakshin O's that are sitting in 2, 3, 4 should be using their unique right about now as they're trying to go ahead and overtake this Silent Suzuka before we go into the final leg. We don't want her to take that angle, and we don't want to have her scheming. So we're going to go ahead and try and take that number 1 spot. Successfully, we do. Air Groove, however, has already moved her way in. She's already bobbed and weaved, and she's already taken that first place away from everybody else. Nobody is even in closing distance of her. Nobody is able to get rid of Air Groove on the sprint tracks. Why is she so good on sprint? I don't know. But what I do know is that she came here to play. And she is grabbing dubs left, right, and center. I do believe, what was it, 2nd and 3rd place went to Sakura Bakshin O, and then maybe a King Halo in 4? I think? We were looking for a bourbon paste. We didn't have a bourbon paste. That's fine. Was this an Unige? No. Oh, that was an... Okay, that was a runaway. Interesting. Huh. Sure. Coming in 5th place, we've got Roydees, Kernchan. In 4th, we've got Joe's Sakura Bakshin O. In 3rd, we've got Yotz's Sakura Bakshin O. In 2nd, we've got Draguin's Sakura Bakshin O as well. And in 1st place, hey, I saw one. I put all my money on her. That's gonna be Air Groove from Kahlua. GG's, we'll be back with our mile race. Will Kahlua be able to do it once again? Will Depika come back and take his throne? Find out next time in Group Number B's Letter 2 race. We'll be back. That is... This little chunk right here. I mean, it is 4 people, you know, it's not too bad, but you definitely don't like to see it when it's in a row. If they spread it out a little bit, I wouldn't feel as bad, but that little chunk got hit. Ain't looking good. Let's see, for this race, we're going to be looking for a Meisho Doto on the mile. And we do have Depika, who is going to do the EPU challenge for this week. Now, it's a little near and dear to my heart because Virgo Finals, Virgo Cup, I did take me a Meisho Doto in there, and she was cooking. And mine had B on Lay Surge and S in Miles. So I got some faith that this Meisho Doto may have a chance. But our crowd says that they believe more in someone like Draguin's, like right over, oh wait, no, it'd be this way, right over here, Draguin's Ogre Cap at the number 3 favorite. At the number 2 favorite, we have Yotz's Silent Suzuka, and right next door, we've got Kahlua's Mayano Top Gun as the number 1 favorite. Now, for me, if you know, you know, I'm not a Mayano Top Gun believer. However, she is here, and maybe she is gonna show out to the best of her abilities. We are here at the Sapporo 1500 meter turf. It's heavy, wet rain today. And let me tell you something, if you don't got your waterproof jacket, your waterproof shoes, and your waterproof pants, you may as well go ahead and get into Get ready to swim, because we gonna have a lot of rain here today. It ain't letting up. I mean, it may as well be you running in a hurricane out there. Lord help them all. As the Zoomers go ahead and prepare for this race, once again, we are going to be looking at the Meisho Doto. That's going to be our spotlight. We're going to see if she can cook or if she's going to fall to the wayside like so many other Umas before her have done. The Hishi Akebono is one who stands tall amongst the rest. Maybe she has a chance of popping off, but at the very least, she is going to be holding as a pace chaser. Our front runners for today, we are going to have a Silent Suzuka, who, yeah, she is going to be a runaway, I believe. So we are going to have one Silent Suzuka that potentially might be a runaway. She could be a normal one, though. And then we're going to have a Seiyun Sky and another Silent Suzuka. Going into our pace chasing area, we're going to have a Mayano Top Gun, Hishi Akebono, as well as an Ogre Cap and Air Groove. Following behind them, we do have that Meisho Doto, who we do want to take a look at. And then we have the Megiddo Ryan and that Ogre Cap. And following our caboose is going to be Grass Wonder and Ogre Cap. Now, with under 600 meters left to go in this race, as we enter the final leg, it looks as if this same Sky is going to be angling and scheming. The I Never Goof Up does pop from the Meisho Doto, and that Let's Pump Some Iron pops from Megiddo Ryan. However, it looks like so many of them are kind of blocked, and nobody is able to catch up to the trickster that is Seiyun Sky. Now, I will say, that was very close by the Ogre Cap. She closed a lot of that distance. But when you scheming, when you're dubious, when you're diabolical, sometimes you just kind of gotta give way to the tricks, to the prankster. Because when you've seen him one trick, you've seen them all. And you know what? Sometimes you just can't get away from the same Sky. And that'll be quite alright. Did you do... Were you from... Ah, yeah, okay, there was a runaway. Okay. I thought my eyes didn't deceive me, okay. In 5th place, we've got Guatemalone's Ogre Cap. In 4th place, we got the Pika's Meisho Doto. Getting him some of them extra EPU points. Do love to see that. In 3rd place, we've got Kalua's Mayano Top Gun. In 2nd, we've got Draguin's Ogre Cap. And in 1st place, we've got the Fool's Seiyun Sky. If there were ever a way to put some points up on the board, it is definitely a good way to get 1st place. GG's will be back with our medium track, where we'll find out if the Pika will be able to go ahead and grab a top 3, or will he continue sliding down the ranks while other people push up against the Pika. We'll be back, don't go anywhere. Returning with our medium track, our racers here today. Man, there's always so... I swear it's like 4 people. Minimum 4 people. Why can't we have nice things? Yotes! I'm blaming you, this is your room. In this room, we are going to be looking for the Eishin Flash End Closer. We've got the Pika, once again, going after that EPU. I do like to see that. Looks like that's going to be our only Eishin Flash here today. So the Pika getting a lot of that EPU spotlight here today. Definitely going to be trying to grab a top 5 so we can take advantage of those points. However, as we go ahead and move in, the crowd believes that the number 3 favorite is going to be the Fool's Tokai Teo. In the number 2 favorite, we have Joe's Air Groove. And in the number 1 favorite, we have Yotz's Nice Nature. Now, I did get to see a little sneak peek of that Nice Nature, and those points, those stats that he had in there, it's looking quite juicy. We are here at the Satsuki show with the summer cloudy and firm conditions. So maybe Nakayama will do our Umas a little bit better compared to the previous race, but just because the conditions are in our favor does not necessarily mean that it is going to be advantageous for every single Uma here today. Now, this nice nature is going to actually be nice. She does want to try and get herself a win. Will she be canonically stuck to third place, or will she break free of those chains and get at least a second or a first place? We do have 2 Tokai Teos, 2 Agnes Tachyons as well, and 2 gold ships. So a lot of 2s here today. Speaking of 2s, we do have 2 front runners. We have a Gundam Bourbon and a Seiyun Sky. Behind them is going to be our Pace Chasers, where we do have an Air Groove as well. Rounding out our back portion, we have an Eishin Flash, a Vodka, an Agnes Tachyon, and 2 gold ships in the very back. That Eishin Flash isn't looking too terrible. I do believe she can start pushing up, but she is going to take her time. Maybe she knows what she's doing. Maybe she's going to know a lot better than I will. However, one of the Tokai Teos looked like they used an ability and ran straight into the back of Agnes Tachyon. We do have 1 Agnes Tachyon and 1 Tokai Teo that are actually pushing forward. I ain't never seen that a day in my life. A Tokai Teo pushing up. That's crazy. Under 1,000 meters left in this race, and our front runners are already being devoured by the Pace Chasers. 800 meters left, we're about to enter into the final leg. Our Gundam Bourbon and Seiyun Sky have already fallen prey to the rest of the pack. As the spurt is about to begin, everybody rounds this corner, and everybody is going to go ahead and start popping off. We've got Wodka on the outside. Agnes Tachyon is trying to keep her lead in first place. That is a wide swinging Wodka, as she's trying to see if she can go ahead and match that first place Agnes Tachyon. The nice nature moves forward as she's also trying to gain some room. However, she's now taking second, and it looks like Agnes Tachyon on the inner rail is going to start fighting for first. And it looks like nice nature is moving forward, and it looks like she's broken free of her fate. Nice nature grabbing a first place here today in Community Cup number 22. She said, "The fates be damned, destiny be damned, I write my own Uma history." And you know what I say? I say I'm gonna be first. She said, yawn, it wasn't even difficult. You see, she was going like this. It wasn't even difficult. Sheesh, look at that. Here today, we are gonna have J Solid's Wodka going ahead and grabbing a 5th place. In 4th place, we've got Dapika's Eishin Flash. End Closer S. Wow. GG's. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. In 3rd place, we've got Draguin's Agnes Tachyon. In 2nd, oh, this was a late surger. My eyes did not deceive me. We've got Kalua's Agnes Tachyon as well. Having that little Dominator on there may have put in a little bit of extra work to help you secure that 2nd place. And in 1st place, we've got Yotz's Nice Nature popping off here today and grabbing that ever-coveted 1st place. She's shown that she is able to get the 1st place and break free of that 3rd place curse. GG's as she retires. Hopefully her team will be able to pull forward for the rest of this cup, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll be back with the next one. Don't go anywhere. Here at our long track, of course, it wouldn't be a long track unless we saw some gold ships. However, we are going to have a lot of other juicers here today. In this race, we were looking for any rice shower, Halloween or normal, to be a late surger. We do have the Fool, who is going to be going after that EPU there, as well as Dapika. And, and we've got Yotes going after it as well. So we've got 3 rice showers who we do want to spotlight. Make sure to see if they can push forward and get themselves a dub with that EPU point on the line. Coming in at the number 3 favorite, we have right here, Joe's Narita Taishin. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, we've got Dapika's Rice Shower. Way down yonder, coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Roy D's Super Creek. she is super creaky. Now, as we go ahead and move on and get ready for this race here at the Nakayama 2,500 meter turf, we are going to have some heavy rain and we're going to be here in the winter, so it will be cold and wet. Now, as you can see, everybody has their umbrellas there in the crowds. However, our Umas do not have umbrellas, so we need to get them racing. We need to get them into somewhere warm and toasty afterwards. Let them get dried off so that way they don't get sick for the last race for group number B after this one. If I were to have to take a guess, and if I were to put any bets on anybody, it's kind of tough. I would bet on a Super Creek. We do have 2 Super Creeks. We've got 3. I believe that was Narita Taishins. And I think we also have 1, 2, 3, 4 Rice Showers. Now, as we're moving forward, we are going to have a lucky pace because we have no front runners. The big unfortunate thing for the Super Creek here is that I do not believe her unique procs in first place. So this is going to be very, very sketchy for her. As time moves forward and as we get closer to the end of the track, ideally somebody would turn around and overtake the current Super Creek so that way she can get her unique to pop off. Meisho Doto sitting in second. We've got a fight for third between Super Creek and Rice Shower. Ogity Cap following behind them. And then we do have our 2 Rice Showers, who are going to be late surgers, followed by the Gold Ship randomly, and a Narita Taishin. We have another Rice Shower who is now pushing forward. Oh, she's pushing forward really hard. And then the Narita Taishins in the back are sleeping right now. Currently, our positions are looking relatively strong. Ogity Cap is going to be on the outer lane, and she looks like she's going to prepare to be a little bit more aggressive here in the coming moments. First place is still going to be that Super Creek by a long shot. 1,000 meters left to go in this race, and as we are about to enter into the final leg, now we're really going to see who has that stamina to push forward. We do have the other Super Creek who's trying her best. We've got Narita Taishi. She's broken away from the pack, but she is hitting a wider angle on this turn right here. Super Creek, that was our front runner, is still in the number 1 spot. As we're entering into the final straight, we do have so many more Umas that are now catching up. We have a Super Creek, we have a Gold Ship. This Super Creek is getting blocked off by the Gold Ship, unfortunately. Narita Taishin on the outside is fighting against the Gold Ship, and it looks like it's going to be mano-a-mano. However, the Gold Ship reigns supreme. This is her element. She has never lost a race when it comes to a rainy track. Don't quote me on that because that's just a... don't quote me on that. But she still ain't lost tonight whenever it was raining, and she is literally the reigning queen of this current race and current track here tonight in Community Cup number 22. Now, as we go ahead and take a look at our late surging Rice Showers. Here we have the Fool's Rice Shower. We have Yotz's Rice Shower, who was also trying to go after that EPU point. And coming in number 5, we've got Draguin's Narita Taishin. Sheesh! Look at them stats, boy. In 4th place, we've got Dapika's Halloween Rice Shower. Grabbing a dub here today. Man, I'm telling you, it's like Dapika is a magnet for these EPU points. Somebody help me now. In 3rd place, we've got Roy D's Super Creek. Looking juicy there. In 2nd, we've got Joe's Narita Taishin. Popping off here today. The sleeping lion has awoken and is taken her almost rightful place. At least gonna settle for 2nd. And in 1st place, we've got Smash King's Gold Ship. Showing up and showing out. GG's, we'll be back with our dirt race ending for our Group B, and then we'll have the finals right after that. Here for our final run, or race I should say, for Group number B. Take a look at these moods as it's not looking as bad. as our most recent ones have been. I guess just because we're going from heavy rain to light rain, maybe that cheers some people up just a little bit more than others. Coming in as our number 3 favorite, way down yonder, we've got Joe's Haru Urara. In our number 2 favorite, let me see, where's this at? Right here? Yeah. We've got Draguin's Taiki Shuttle. And then way down yonder, to the next door neighbor of Joe, we've got Roy D's Haru Urara coming in as the number 1 favorite. Now, we have seen the Haru Urara in the previous group take the dub and take home the victory. Will she be able to do it again? Or will maybe a Taiki Shuttle, or maybe a Maruzensky pop off here today? We are going to be looking for the Maruzensky, whether it be normal or whether it be summer. We do have what looks to be 3 contenders here fighting for those EPU points. Now, will they be able to do it? I think we had 1 or 2 Maruzenskys do it in the previous group. Will we have repeats? Or will the Smart Falcon, will the Haru Uraras, will they stop them here today? They said, hey, this ain't your turf. This is ours. You need to get on somewhere. And we gonna see if they can make it happen. Now, we do have that spot struggle, and unfortunately for Yotes, we also get rushed. So hopefully, he has a way to help that stamina recover. Otherwise, this could be the end for Yotes' Maruzensky. The Summer Maruzensky on the outer lane is going to be looking for that 2nd place. Taiki Shuttle is already pushing up, and she looks like she's in 2nd or 3rd place right now. Why are we pushed up so quickly? Why are we pushed up so early? I have no idea. But that can only be bad for her unless she's able to get her unique off at the right time. The shooting for victory does pop off for one of the Taikis, and there goes their Professor of Curvature as well. As we're moving forward into the final leg, the Maruzenskys, some of them have already fallen behind. However, there is one who's trying to fight for 1st place. Taiki Shuttle, unfortunately, is going to take over, and she's going to show her how it's done and say, get your smelly booty cheeks out of here. This is the dirt. This is our turf. He said, you don't belong here. Yeah. Yeah. Be sad. Yeah. That's what Taiki Shuttle was saying when she took 1st place. That not me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say that. Taiki Shuttle, though, yeah, she was talking that mess. That spot struggle and that rush definitely not helping Yotes' Maruzensky here. Very, very unfortunate. We've got Depika actually not getting the EPU points here today. Finally able to stop the monster that was Depika. In 5th place, we've got Joe's Haru Urara. In 4th, we've got Roy D's Haru Urara. In 3rd, we've got Purospace's Taiki Shuttle. In 2nd, Kalua's Maruzensky said, hey, maybe I haven't been putting up the most points, but you know what? We are going to go ahead and grab this EPU here today. And in 1st place, we've got Draguin's Taiki Shuttle. Showing them how it's done on the dirt tracks. Said, now that I showed you how it's done, take these notes, get out of here. I'm claiming 1st today. GG's. We'll be back with our finale race. Don't go anywhere. Oh my. This is a great way to start off the oh my goodness. Literally everybody got bad mood except for 2 people. And that is Cruel, who is a Twitcher, and Kalua, who is a YouTuber. We've got Rizbone, who is a Twitcher, Feast, who's a YouTuber. We've got Depika, who's a YouTuber, Mayfu, a Twitcher, Galga, wait, what? Depika's a YouTuber, Mayfu's a Twitcher, Galga's a Twitcher, One Run Uma's a YouTuber, Draguin's a Twitcher, and so is Yotes. So, we go see what happens here. My money is either on tutor support or on the camera Uma, but that's neither here nor there, because I thought this was all fun and games. However, as Draguin said, this is war. And Galaga, traitor! Excuse me. Ooh. Sorry, excuse me. Anyway. Coming in at the number 3 favorite, we've got the Pika's Eishin Flash. Coming in at the number 2 favorite, way down yonder, we've got Kalua's Ogre Cap. And coming in at the number 1 favorite, we've got Cruel's Agnes Digital. Now, if you take a look, there are 2 things to take note of. We've got a lot of late surgers, number 1. Number 2, I have no idea if this is a runaway or if it is a normal Silent Suzuka. So here today at the Hakodate 1800 meter turf race course, we are going to see what these Umas are made of. This is a mile. Now, our current CM was a 1600 meter. So, you know, I'm sure maybe there's somebody that took their CM Uma. But will their CM Uma be good enough for this race today? With so many juicers here today, we have seen many strong Umas. We've seen many strong trainers as well. And that only leads to me believing that this is going to be a fantastic race. Will this go to the Twitchers who have been on a roll? Or excuse me, will this go to the YouTubers who have been on a roll until this most recent Friday debut derby, where they finally fell to the YouTubers have been popping off recently, and then the Twitchers stopped them. Man, I can't remember what I said. Lord help me. Oh, here we go. As we start this race, Saiyan Sky is going to be fighting Silent Suzuka for first place, but she's going to have to succeed her positioning and take that second place. Ogre Cap's going to be in third. Taiki Shuttle is in fourth. And then we have everybody else. We have the... Oh, did Taiki Shuttle pace down, or was she always in fourth? I don't even remember what I just said. However, we do have both Digitals, both Ogre Caps in the back, and the Eishin Flash and Vodka, who are also trying to make their way forward. Saiyan Sky looks like she's already given up, and the view from the lead belongs to Yotes and the Silent Suzuka. As we get ready to go ahead and prepare ourselves to enter into the final leg of the race, Taiki Shuttle is sitting in fourth place, which is going to be great for her unique. However, it is going to be unfortunate because Agnes Digital looks like she's trying to fight and see if she can take away that unique from Taiki Shuttle. As we're moving forward, a lot of these Umas are looking to prepare and really juice up. Now we're in the final straight, and this is where everything matters. Everything is on the line. It is a Silent Suzuka blocking off the Ogre Cap and literally taking the dub away from her. She said, "Mind yourself, you're not allowed to win. Know your place. It's me. The view from the lead belongs to me. Didn't you see? It's in the unique's name. That's mine. What is you doing?" And so, we will now see who wins this race. Unfortunately so, the camera Uma and tutor support did not win. Unfortunate. But we do have Meifu, who is a Twitcher, Galga, a Twitcher, Feast the Beast, fallen to the ranks today, who is a YouTuber. We've got Rizbone, who is a Twitcher. The Pika, unfortunate, is a YouTuber. We've got Draguin, who is a Twitcher. One Run Uma, a YouTuber. We've got Cruel in third place, who is a Twitcher. And to seal the deal, our first place goes to... by a nose. Yotes won for the Twitchers and actually scuffed himself on the bet, because he bet on the YouTubers and then he turned around and won. Honestly, poetic justice. Kahlua taking that second place, who is a YouTuber, and it looks like the reign of Twitch is back on the rise for at least this week so far. Community Cup number 22 comes to an end, and I do want to give a big shout out to those who participated, to those who are watching, lurking, supporting. I appreciate y'all very much. Thank y'all for being here. I could never do this without y'all. As I say every single time, it means a lot to me. I hope y'all had fun, and do not forget, be prepared for next week on that for next week's Community Cup. Thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll catch y'all in the next Community Cup. Yeah. Peace.